You could lane it up. You would lane it up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Shane Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Sorry, sometimes I just want to do the WWE.
I thought you were going to hit the road dog, Jesse James.
Nah, I figured I'd just stop right there. I don't want to get a
That's fair.
cease and desist from
We're not quite there yet.
WWE.
All you WWE guys
I've made
out
it
there.
broke.
Yeah, I know. You diddled with it right before.
We got it. We're good to go. Hell yeah. Sorry. I'm Brandon Fountain, and this is the Controlled Burn.
I was waiting for it. I was like, I
I'll
willed it.
pick it up.
I willed your name to you.
You screwed up last time, and I did it this time.
I don't recall. It's not on video.
Yes.
So what's up, man? You, for all the
tired.
listeners out there, I would imagine. So just to kind of paint the picture, our boy here literally just got back from a road trip.
Minutes before this.
You, sir, have been in, what, McCann all week?
Well, I've been in Kansas City, but for McCann, yes.
Yeah.
McCann, so,
Tell us about it.
dude, once again, I'm not trying to get on here and just always gas up Missouri.
Talk about how great Missouri is.
I know, it's just, there's so many freaking good things about Missouri market that I wish we could implement here. Cool thing about Missouri Cannabis. So, they started an industry association, here we go, before legality, like back when it was not a thing. And this industry association is the reason why cannabis got passed. And I mean, like, they started it and they carried it all the way through the finish line and now past the finish line into the victory round. You know what I mean? Like,
that's great. Yeah.
They have one, not two, not three, not 17. They have one. And every business that is even half-ass relevant, and a whole lot of them that aren't, and all the micro businesses are a part of McCann. They generate a lot of revenue.
You know, we're going to get one comment that's going to be like, I'm not a part of it, you asshole.
Probably. That's all right. Well, you should be, dickwad. You should be.
Right.
Oh, man, I was trying to be good and not call anybody names, and I slipped up and said dickwad. Well,
60 seconds in, hit him with a
60
dickwad.
seconds. I'm doing pretty good, man. I don't know if you go back and you look. I've been trying to, just clean up my act a little bit. You know what I mean? Trying to be a better human being. Been trying to, reel in the cuss words.
How's that been going?
It was going pretty good. If you go back and look at the last few episodes, very minimal times that I let one fly.
Yeah, but you can't.
You be letting them fly, boy.
Bro, but, so, curtain pull. We have to cut a lot of shit out. You know what I mean? He goes on just cussing rants for every episode. At least 15 minutes. 15 minutes an episode, bro.
That's a lot.
Of just
You're
FFF.
such a liar.
We can't prove it.
I will get a written statement from our producer. So it was good. So how they do it is they have 4 meetings a year, or at least 4, I guess, main. I don't think they do any smaller ones. They might. But 4 main meetings a year, each broken up into each quarter. They do a Q1, a Q2, Q3, and Q4, and that's what they call them, McCann Q1, McCann Q2. So Q1, it was in Jefferson City. Obviously, it's the capital, and it is based around legislation. So that's their lobbying session. A lot of the lawmakers are there, and it's all geared towards lobbying and rule changes and so on and so forth. Q2 was a networking, just mingling. It was an awesome event, dude. They had
Q2 is this one.
This one, yeah. Q2 is what I just went to, and so it was at. It was in Kansas City. It was at It was in Independence. I stayed in Kansas City, but Independence, I stayed 20 minutes. I stayed in downtown KC, and I was 20 minutes from the event. Badass hotel we stayed at. I wish we would have stayed at the event hotel. So they had this event hotel. It was called Stony Ridge, I think.
Uh-huh.
Pretty cool. Looks almost like it belongs in a ski resort, in a mountain. Kind of rocks and very cool back patio area that looks off into this little lake. Really super chill. The whole hotel was blocked off for this event. Everybody there was a part of the event.
Now, so just to like paint the picture on it, was this like a typical like Oklahoma, everybody's hitting dabs, like party vibe, or was this more business to business?
So it is yes and no. So you cannot be there if you aren't a business, like a license holder, or an employee, or an investor. Like, you have to have a direct interest into cannabis business.
I like that.
No patients, no consumers, no nothing like that.
No,
unless the only caveat to that is you can be a vendor that serves cannabis.
Gotcha.
But that's it. So like there's a couple payment system people there. But even then, you don't just get to come and be a part of it. Like, you must be a member of McCann. So you're still paying to be a member of McCann. So it's not open to non-members. Now, each member can have X amount of guests. That's fine.
Right.
I think you get, 3 guests, and then after that you got to pay for each additional guest type thing. Like, it's very much monetized for them. But that's the point. Like,
right. I was going to say,
raising money for the industry.
Right.
It goes to the industry. They're transparent with where the money goes, and they give at least $100,000 a quarter to lobbyists.
Well, and that
Guess
is how
what?
you get shit done.
Guess what?
Right.
They don't have problems with legislation.
Well, look at the price
It
per
gets
pound there.
done. Well, yeah. You know what distillate goes for there? $7,000 a liter.
Right. I mean, that's what it should be going for. And
Careful,
and I can see
gets made.
well, there's people out there that might twist this around. So in Oklahoma, I mean, basically every event that I can think of is like all welcome. Everybody, and it turns into like a party vibe thing, which is fun. But there should be some business-centered events, I think.
So this one was...
Patient events are great.
Yeah.
But there should be non-access, business-to-business.
100%.
A lot of the loudest voices in our world right now don't even have a direct interest in our actual bottom-line business.
One more time for the people in the back.
I mean, not hating, but... right now, more than ever, we should be unified on the business front, and then that will ultimately help on the patient side. Not to trigger you.
Tell me,
but
I'm triggered.
I'm triggered. I felt.
No, so how it worked is Monday was like the check-in night where everybody was getting checked in. You were setting up. So they had the hotel area, and inside the hotel they have a lobby there, and a little bar area with a little restaurant, it's a restaurant, but like a bar restaurant, so
right.
quesadillas and burgers type thing. So that was open Monday night, and then they had a back area patio where free to smoke anywhere on the property, just not inside the actual building. That was what was open Monday night. That was when, if you had a booth or a table at the expo, you can come in and set it up and all that good stuff. Monday night they had a free open bar until 8 o'clock. Super cool. So you go up there, beer, mixed drinks, whatever you want, totally free. Just tip your bartender. Go outside on the patio and smoke. They had vendors there, that I think they were. I don't know if they can give away samples because it's rec. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But you got to be obviously over the age, and they verify that. You can't. You have to be. They don't allow anybody under the age.
How many people?
Hundreds.
Cool.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds. Like over 1,000 people for sure.
Oh, okay. See, that's awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, every major organization that's there was there, and keep in mind. So in Missouri, they have these things called microbusinesses too, where the license is much cheaper, but you can only grow X amount, and you can only sell to X amount of businesses. Blah blah blah. It's because it's not super cheap to get a license there, and it's not super easy to get a license there.
Right. No, that's always been
a little bit more difficult.
Well, you hear a lot of the I don't know if I want to say the conspiracy heads, but a lot of people are like, you've got to be in with the government, or have somebody in the know to even come to the table.
Yeah, I don't think you have to have an in with the government. I think it's just they have X amount of licenses, and if you want it, you have to meet a certain amount of qualifications, and it costs X amount. You can purchase a license from somebody, but you have to still meet the qualifications, and it's not cheap. Like, these licenses will go for a couple $100,000.
Well, I mean,
no problem.
In Florida, it's a pretty similar deal, and those licenses, I mean, they go for millions. Like, it's just the game, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
but you know what? There's not. I see the beauty in both, right? Like, I see the beauty in the free market, cool, like we had in Oklahoma, where any, $2,500 in a prayer, and you were a license holder.
American dream.
Sure,
right.
Absolutely.
American dream needs to be a little bit more
pros
expensive.
and cons, right? Pros and cons.
Right.
Same, a little bit different there. But you know what? You don't have some of the shit that goes on here. You don't have that there. Like, some of the dog wash products that should never be on shelves, it's not a thing.
Right.
They don't have that problem. Minor differences as far as like requirements and like testing requirements, things like that. There are some minor differences.
Well, people can
terpenes aren't required there.
Oh, really?
Not required. Absolutely optional. I think that may change. I think they may require the testing for terps and blah blah blah.
It's not a medical market, so that really doesn't. It's not a bottom line thing.
But yeah, so it's really good, and the event was really good. It's just a good event, man. It's just a really good event. It's really good to go network. This one was networking, so you go set up Monday. They had a little mixer just for everybody to chat and talk, and then that was it. And then they had one of their board meetings for the actual McCann Trade Association happened that night. Now Tuesday was all day long. They have these workshops and stuff, right? Like understanding DEA.
Well,
and
I was going to ask.
GMP and stuff like that, like different workshops going on, just all kinds of stuff you could imagine for little things hosted by different people.
What's the DEA vibe there? Like, I'm sure
about
the conversation
the
came up.
Not different than here. About the same. They view it about the same. Well, let me rephrase that. Except DCR, which is their OMMA.
Right.
Didn't make any ridiculous comments about it.
Well, I was going to say, so I was told, which I have no validity to this. I haven't looked into it, but I was told Oklahoma was basically the only cannabis state where the oversight body actually has come out and like made a bunch of statements. Everybody else has been kind of like waiting.
Yeah, no, they pretty much like their OBNDD equivalent, like their Bureau of Narcotics.
Yeah.
I think pretty much took the same stance ours did. Like it's required. If you want to have a license with us, then you must have that. It's not optional.
Right.
I don't know if their DCR has made a statement or not. I didn't hear if they have. Maybe they have. I'm not that tied in there.
Right.
I don't get updates from DCR or anything like that. I should be, but I'm not. I just depend on, because you got to think, I don't fully work there. I help out a lot, and
you're visiting.
Dabbling.
You're right.
I'm dabbling. Just helping foster my relationships for my MSOs, right? So the people that are in business here that are also in business in Missouri, I try to be a bridge to help them get their testing needs helped there, which also helps that lab and so on and so forth.
Well, and it's good to kind of get a good vibe
broaden
and
my
understanding.
horizon.
Right. Like it's before I ever jumped into this, like I think 2 years before it, like me and you went to Colorado, but me and another friend, it was the guy that I almost started with in this. I mean,
we're not allowed to have other friends.
we went and we went to every dispensary we could get in just to see how it operated, how it worked. Yeah. And I would imagine a lot of people probably did that, but that was a part of the problem is we went, which it's a rec market, but we were like, oh wow, like this is pretty easy, like baseline pretty easy. And here we are, today. Okay, so and it was a 2-day event, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, well, there was stuff going on this morning as well. We didn't stay for that. It was like another 2 or 3 workshops and tear down mixer probably, but that's about it. Yeah.
No, so the quick pivot since we're on the DEA, and I don't want to forget this, but I did which, let's do the caveat. We're not compliance people. We're not
Yeah, for
attorneys.
sure.
We
All
don't know
that.
what the fuck we're talking about. But I did see when it comes to getting your DEA license or actually like submitting that application, if you are a grow or a processor, you have to get 2 different types. You're going to need to get the actual manufacturer license, but then
Yes.
you also need to get the distributor license. So as a grow, you can sell to processors and I believe other grows, but you cannot sell to dispensaries without the distributor license.
I've heard of something like that.
Yeah, so
I know there's a big debate about it with like certain business types. Like, yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day who had asked me about it, and I didn't understand what they were asking, and so I gave an answer thinking I was talking about something else, and then they were like, "So you're just not going to be able to sell to?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't."
Right.
So I'm aware of it. I don't know the meat and potatoes of the argument.
No, I mean it makes sense. In which I don't know the answer to this, but
Sure. Well, I think that's the problem. I think nobody really knows.
Right. But the way I'm understanding it is, if you are selling to dispensaries, which if you're not, if you're not pushing the old black market,
Right.
you probably are. You're gonna have to, I would imagine, pay 2 different applications, right? Like, isn't that, or can you put it all under one thing? Like,
I don't know.
Right. And we're literally thinking out loud right now, but that is something that I haven't seen like go widely public. I've got somebody, a friend of mine that's in the middle of doing it right now, and that was something that I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that. And I mean, I know right now where a lot of people are. I mean, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people we know that are doing pretty all right now.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of struggle. And I know if you do have to pay the 2 different fees, that's going to be tough, man, for a lot of people.
How much is it?
Dude, don't get me lying. A few thousand per, I think, application. And then I believe, like, if you have multiple locations, I believe you have to, submit multiple applications. So I mean, which I mean, you have to do that anyway, as it stands, to be licensed through OMA, and I believe OBN too. But
Separate ones for each address.
Well, and it's one of those things where we know how long the application takes. Like you're more than likely not gonna see anybody get approved before the end of the year, if I had to guess.
For DEA?
Yeah,
probably not.
You know what I mean? Like I would imagine, in the way that I'm understanding it too, is they're gonna have to rewrite. Like, they're not prepared to even accept these yet, so they're gonna have to change a lot of things.
It's gonna be a cluster,
right? But I think you're at best irresponsible if you don't submit that application. You know what I mean? Like, that's I remember, it makes me think of
what Shane's trying to say is you're an effing doofus if you don't do
doofus.
You doof.
What's it say at Cracker Barrel? The ignoramus. You're an ignoramus. That little game.
I like that.
Ignoramus. No, so
That's good.
no, because there was this really dope dispensary, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But when they got shut down, it was I was trying to take care of my team. It was either pay my team or pay this other responsibility that was associated with my business, and I chose to take care of my team, and that's why we got shut down. And I'm like, that math don't math, my guy. Like, if you have to, take care of business responsibilities, and you put that off for whatever reason, but then you caveat it with no, I'm doing this or else I can't pay my people. Well, your finances are all fucked anyway.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we saw how it worked out, and
I wish I knew who you were talking about.
you do. I know.
I'm
He still
tired.
owes me money, but I never worked for him. But you'll when we get off air, I'll hit you with it. But So,
how about that? How was your day while I was gone? You're a couple days.
Terrible. Terrible. Doing the running for the both of us.
I tell you what.
No, I didn't get home before 8:00 all week.
I apologize.
That's all good. I'm taking off next Friday. So
thank you for being a gold star employee while I go and trollop around.
Yeah. No, I got paid the whole time. But that's what. It's funny because that's just how my brain ticks anyway. Like when I was in the Army, it was the same shit, dude. People all like, dude, thank you for your service. Stop. I got paid pretty damn well. Like it was.
I did all right.
I got that housing allowance, the 2 different kind of hazard duty pay. It was cool, and I fucked it all off. So don't thank me. I'm an idiot.
Don't thank me. I'm a dumbass.
No, I think it was you maybe yesterday, or the day before. You asked me to do something. You're like, hey man, can you hit this person up? And you're like, thank you so much. I'm like, hey dog. Y'all are paying me. Like, thank me if I bring you, like, if you're, like, sick and I bring you soup or something, that I'm not getting paid for. That's a thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You remember that shit when I'm just like, for
when
the next
you're being
few
a
weeks, I'm
dick.
like, man, you're a piece of shit, bro. You just suck at your job. And you're just like, hey, man, what the hell? A little bit of appreciation would feel good. I'm like, but you're getting paid.
Hey, dude, some people need that pat on the back.
Hey,
like,
man, we all need that pat on the back from time to time, okay?
I need my pats are more on the front. You know what I mean?
That's fair. And in the paycheck.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Pop,
as long as all that's cooking, I'm
good to go.
I'm juicy.
Keep it creamy. Did you ever look up that guy that I told you about? It sucks now because he's passed on, but he's like a Facebook comedian that you remember that one episode where I said keep it creamy and you laughed so hard at that. But that was a thing that this Facebook comedian did. He had this like alter ego where he portrayed like this scumbag baby daddy that was never worked and like always like flirted with his baby mama's sister, and like it was cringe to watch because it was like the dude that's like 35 but never grew up, so he's got like snake bite piercings and like always talked like a super douche, and that was his thing. He's like, I'm gonna keep it creamy with you, dog. And it was so cringy to watch, but he played this character so good. But dude, he randomly died. Like,
I bet it wasn't random.
It was dude. It was like died in his sleep of a massive heart attack. Like no drugs, no nothing. Like just legit died of a massive heart attack in his sleep. And like his wife got on that account to like tell everybody. Like got on there just crying like he's gone. Like and it was like it's like a whole thing. So like he's like
she found all the shit.
Hey, right.
That's what me and Brandon
cheating.
We know each other's passwords.
Yeah. Hey, man, if I die,
step one.
Delete my history. Step one.
You die right now. I just take off running. Somebody help him. He's already gone.
I can't remember his code. Oh shit, we're dirtbags. That's funny. But yeah, no, that for whatever reason it made me think of that. You got to look at it. I'll try to send you a video. I know I've seen his videos before. Oh, but you never look at the shit I send you. You don't.
I don't know. I'm not. So if you text it to me, I'll watch it every time.
That's what
Messenger is. I don't know what it is. It's like it gives me anxiety because I have so many.
You don't look at your Messenger?
Well, I do occasionally, but because I'm the same way like with everybody on Messenger. I have so much that I feel bad, and then you can see like when you see it, they can, and so
you can turn that off.
Well, I need to because that's a part of my like. I'm like, oh, they just saw
so
that I saw.
So when it's really important or like it's a video that I really want you to watch, I just copy link and I text it to you.
Yeah, no texting. I do. So
shouldn't have to.
I sent you and Jono this right before we started, but
I did
bro. So I didn't know this until like recently, but crows and ravens. Okay, I know which this is.
Very random.
Off right. Are super intelligent. Okay, so did you know that crows, like ravens, basically the same fucking thing, but they can mimic words better than parrots can?
Why have I never heard them?
Because they don't want you to know.
What if I have?
The government.
What if you have?
They're like, hey, fat ass. Like,
yeah.
Like, what? No, so I sent this video. This dude has a farm. And he like 3 months ago, he started feeding these crows at his farm, and this hawk has been killing his chickens. And so, 3 months ago, he put it out. He's like, "Hey, there's been a couple crows. I'm gonna start like giving them treats and feeding them, and try to make allies out of them, and see if I can get them to help me protect my chickens." And he just got like a hawk came to kill one of his chickens, and in the last 3 months, he's made 4 crow allies. And in the video, this hawk is getting dive bombed by these crows. And they are straight up protecting this dude's farm because he's made buddies out of them. And he's like, the video's great because he's like, yeah, a hawk attack, normally that would be a problem. But today, the Avengers assembled. And today, he's like,
no way.
Dude, you can like literally like crows. So I looked into it more than, I probably should have, but it's illegal to own a crow. Like you have to have like a special license type, but there's a reason them birds hang out at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like they're not your average pigeon. Like they're which pigeon's pretty smart.
I was about to say Jeff would have something to say
slap
about
me
that.
right in the mouth.
Yeah, you'd be slapped right in the mouth.
No, like literally, they're super intelligent birds. Some say dinosaurs, but yeah. No, I seen that video and I was like, dude, that is golden. I want a crow ally.
Well, how did we do it?
They like shiny things and they like treats. Like since
They like treats and shiny things.
Since then, if I've got like some snacks in my car when I pull up to like the store, I'll toss a couple out. It's not bad having
I mean, I feel like you should like
help from above.
I feel like for sure, there's a whole new meaning to that now. I feel like you should make it more pointed than just like randomly feeding a crow. Like I think that's pretty pointless. Maybe you should feed the same crows. You know what I mean? Like every day.
Bro, if I ever, because we have bird feeders in our garden. Like,
oh, you're doing it at your house. Okay,
well, I mean,
sorry.
I know that's. There hadn't been a crow come to my house. Like if there was like if I had like a crow call, like if I could like caw and like get a crow. But in our neighborhood, we have a pair of eagles, and that probably keeps
bald
them.
eagles,
dude. They're crazy. They've been there. I've lived there for like 5 years now in that neighborhood, and I saw them like within the first couple months of me living there, and they're still there. I seen them a week ago and took pictures of them.
Yeah, they've been there forever.
Dude, the first time I saw them, so in my neighborhood, there's like a pond, like with a little island on the middle of it. And the pond's, I don't know, probably 50 yards, or like the island's about 50 yards away from the shore. And I was like walking, and it looked like two like kids standing on that island. I was like, oh my God, dude, they swam over there. And then like I really looked, I was like, oh my God. I mean, dude, they're bigger than the eagles at the zoo. Like they're big eagles.
Yeah, they're big
like,
as hell.
They would be terrible to have to deal with it. Yeah. I don't want to fight an eagle.
Nobody wants to fight an eagle.
I bet there's
some
somebody
Russian.
out there. I was gonna say there's some.
They'll fight a bear. They'll fight an eagle.
Yeah. No, it's an American bird, man. I'm keep them safe. We're gonna.
Did you have you looked up like how many this got those damn eagles right there that you're talking about sent me down a whole rabbit hole into eagles in America. Like we've only got 2.
The eagles, the pictures of the eagles I sent you?
Well, just those eagles. Like
those bald
2,
eagles.
Well, yes, but no.
Or my 2 eagles.
Your eagles at your house, your neighborhood.
They're my eagles.
Your eagles, okay. Well,
Chippendale.
Us talking to the rescue rangers. So we, when we were talking about them a while back, it got me curious and Googling. And I fell into a whole rabbit hole about the differences in bald eagles and golden eagles and like
golden eagles a little bigger.
Where golden eagles are and like they're not here. So the only eagle that could be is a bald eagle because golden eagles don't get anywhere near this part of the country. Like they're only in like
Africa or some shit.
No, they're like in California and like Oregon, Washington, and up. Like they the colder climates and then West Coast. Like they're not here though. They're not in Oklahoma.
Well, and like there's a lot of places, like kind of by where we went to school at, where there's like straight up eagle, like what was it, breeding areas? like Eagle.
I didn't know they had
on
designated
Avery Drive.
Y'all can have sex here.
Straight up, yeah, they have signs like like eagle tents.
Really?
That's
real life?
I mean, they don't have the tents, but there is signs that's like birdwatching, eagle breeding grounds, or straight up like over.
It wasn't there when we lived there, right?
Yeah, it's been there forever. Like right off of Avery Drive. Well, I mean, I know we've been.
That's fair.
We're not quite, I guess now
people back
we're dipping into the bird watching age. Like, it's.
I guess because that would none of that would have attracted me back then.
No, but today.
Yeah. Unless there was, someone said, "Hey man, the best way to pick up chicks is to watch eagles." By God, I would have been an eagle watcher.
Bro, I'd be in an eagle outfit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right.
Don't clip that.
Yeah. No, yeah. The shit that I've done, no problem. Eagle outfit. No, we're at because like where we live at, which now we're like once all this fucking rain stops, it's been raining. Like it's really inconvenient, but it's better than I guess a drought. But
shit that I need to do at my house, like I've got my shed, little overhang on my house thing. It's like it's like a faux part of my house, but it's just like a little shed that's built onto my house. It's not separate. It just look from the front, it looks like just my house. But if you go to my backyard and look. My house actually stops about 8 feet before my house stops in the front, and it's just a covered area that you can pull and like put shit in.
Right.
No door on it, just like a
barn,
like a carport kind of barn or whatever. Well, it had a wooden ramp, and I got a new washer and dryer, but my old washer and dryer is not broken. So I'm like, well, I don't know what to do with them yet. I'm thinking about just going and renting a storage unit because you can pretty cheap. But in the meantime, I'm like, well, I'm just going to stick them out there because if I put anything else in my garage, my old lady's going to beat my ass.
Right.
So I moved them back there, and the ramp was pretty much gone, and now it's like, for sure unusable.
Right.
But I also store my lawnmower in there and like my weed eater, and I've got a bunch of extra like wood, like 2x4s and things that I can't, like I don't want to go throw away because you never know when you're going to need it.
Right.
So I store it back there. Well, this ramp is dead. It's just kiboshed. Well, I got the concrete, I've got the base material, I've got everything I need to just pour me a little concrete ramp, but the weather won't cooperate. I need it to be like, I actually might do it tonight. I'm going to go and dig it out, like flatten it, lay some sand, and set my, my little metal to, give it a good binding for the concrete. But
you need to be dry.
I cannot pour this concrete until the ground is fully dry. Yeah.
Every day, like even in the forecast for like the next week, we have like a 25 to 30% chance of rain. So we keep having like little sporadic, like little shit rain. If it's going to rain,
about 24 hours and no rain. About 48 really.
Last year we got into like walking trails and stuff, right? So I'm getting...
And nature's cool, man.
Old, man. So in Oklahoma, this used to be a part of, like, the ocean. We were like a sea millions of years ago, right? So you can go, we haven't gone, like hiking and not find, like, a dope, like, trilobite or, like, fossil. Like, they're everywhere. Like, anytime you see, like, limestone, you go digging around, you'll find something. Like, it's absolutely crazy, dude. Like, in like where we live at, it's a 10-minute drive up to some really, really cool, like what's it, like Verdigris Lake,
sure,
Ulagal, or not Ulagal, Ulagal Lake, yeah. Over there's a ton of like really cool trails and hiking spots.
You've actually told me about this before. So yes, it is Ulagal.
Well, so we got this app. I think it's called All Trails, and it'll show you like all the like registered trails around like where you're at. But over there's like a dozen of them, but there's a couple like moderate to expert level ones where you actually got to do a little bit of climbing. And I've been dying to do it. I never got a chance last year to do it. I got to like the entrance, but we'd already been like out all day. And it was one of those ones I'm not going to do with the kids. Right. I'm going to go just explore it like a child. But I'm not going to do it until it's been dry for like a couple weeks because I don't want to like fall to my death.
That's fair.
But
bro, why haven't you guys got into? It's the perfect thing for you. I've mentioned it at least 3 times, and I don't know why you haven't done it yet.
Group sex?
No. Well, no. But yet maybe geocaching.
Hold on. Explain more. It has something to do with rocks.
About 3 times. No, but I know I know why you think that, but no. I've literally mentioned this to you like 3 times. It's something that seems so fun to me, but we just don't ever have time to do this shit. Geocaching. There's multiple apps. Like there's definitely a couple that are, more well known, but there's a ton of different ones. You can download this app, right? Some people make these things. You guys could even make one even. But they're called geocaches, right? Where it is think of it like almost like a scavenger hunt, if you will, but not really. It's just like it's like a treasure hunt, but the treasure is you don't keep it. Well, and maybe sometimes people put stuff in there that you can keep, like a little trinket or something, but usually it's like they put a GPS coordinate in the app, right? And a little bit of a description on where it's at or how to find it. And all you do is, it seems stupid, but it's cool.
That's fun.
You go to it, you find it, you open it up, you look at it, you read what's in there. Some of them have where you can sign your name, write in it or whatever. You take a picture of that you found it, you put it back, and then on the app, you go log that, hey, I found this at this time, this date, this is my name, blah, blah, blah. And you just keep a record of all the geocaches that have, and you can even add to it, I think.
That's what we do.
It's really cool, dude.
So my wife, and this is something that like I'll do forever now. She like I think it's really cool. But when we go, because like in my garage, I have like a little workstation. Because I ended up like last year I got like into it, and so I bought like dig kits and like cleaning kits for fossils, and I have kind of a ridiculous amount.
All Trails is a geocaching app.
Yeah, that's one I use.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they have, when I typed in geocaching, it popped up. I think, if this screenshot is right, sorry to cut you off, but this nearby, I think, well, maybe not. You may peek at it when you're looking at it. I think it may have geocaching in it.
Dude, well, so there's another cool thing that we don't take anything without like putting something down. Like we'll take
that's the main one, geocaching, and it's like it's
no, that's something that we would get into.
Yeah, well, if you're already out hiking,
you're right,
because someone else that does it was telling me that there's several around here.
Have you seen like the painted rocks that people hide?
Yes, it's a Facebook group thing,
dude.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're really cool.
So
we found one at Bass Pro.
Between, because we've gone hiking in Arkansas and Missouri around here, we've found so freaking many of them in the most random, craziest spots. But like we don't take any fossil or cool rock or anything we find without putting something down where we found it. So like we'll literally like bring like a change bag, and if I find a fossil, like we'll replace it with something else. So we're not like we're always giving to take.
A quarter?
Whatever, yeah, like, or like she'll bring like a bag of gems or like whatever, but just so there's like like a balance. Like it was one of those things that because she like made me do it, because I was like take, and I was like, you know what, that's actually like I like that. And so it's something like even the kids, like we don't take nothing without putting something back. But like we found Victorian era China, dude, it was crazy because it had like we found this like porcelain, and it has designs and stuff on it, and we took them, and because where we found it at was like in a valley, like a pretty hard to get to spot. It was in a valley, like off trail, like in this creek, and we were looking for fossils, and then we found this thing, and it was like at the bottom of a waterfall, but like because you'll find like really cool fossils like where running water like kind of like will dam up, and I took it and put it in ChatGPT, took pictures of them and put it in, and it literally like horse and carriage or like early settler time porcelain. And we found an old like native plumb bob.
No shit,
dude. Like we have never gone somewhere and haven't found something dope. Like
that's pretty cool.
Like what are those rocks that you'll find that have like the geodes grown in them? I found a bunch of those. I think it's just the geode, I guess.
Well, yeah, I think there's another name for it.
I think so. It's I found some. I mean, sick ones, dude. And you're closing in on 40s. So yeah, this is our fun now. We don't party. We go rock hound.
Yeah, we just don't party, bro. Like, so yesterday, it's funny. because at the event afterwards, at the event I had, I don't know, maybe 2 drinks, I think 2, and then we went to a badass steakhouse, bruh. Dude,
I need some. It's been a minute since we were supposed to go a month ago.
We got our meal bought for us by a friend who took us out. Right under $1,000 meal. Yeah, it was so
delicious.
Phenomenal. Yeah, it was pretty good. They had a Wagyu experience thing, $170 each for theirs. I had a Australian because I can't.
You
can't eat a lot, right? So I feel stupid getting a freaking,
getting the tomahawk.
Yeah, there's no point, bro. Right. I'm gonna wait. Like, I wasted so much of that steak, it was delicious. I loved it. But, dude, we had this thing. So they got this Wagyu experience. It was 3 different types of Wagyu. They had an American Wagyu, a Japanese A5 Wagyu, and an Australian Wagyu. Bomb. Like, I'm not the biggest Wagyu fan, personally. I'll be honest with you. It's just not for me.
Right.
I don't like fat.
Right.
So, yeah. Like, I don't know. The guy that went with us, a friend of ours, he really seems to think that I'm going to be more like his wife and would like the Wagyu if it were cooked more. I'm willing to try it another time when I go because I didn't get Wagyu, and he was like, I ain't shitting my shit overcooked. Yeah, I'm like, that's fair.
Right.
But I'm going to try it sometime. But I got this Australian filet, phenomenal steak, but just the steak of my steak alone was freaking $90, right? And
what cut did you get?
A filet.
Yeah,
always. Yeah, that's my favorite. Bro, I love fillets.
I used to think those were women steaks, like in my young ignorance.
It's good eating.
It was my Ganny, dude. She used to always send me to the S&S market, the West Side meat market thing. Yeah. Right off of right by Westbound.
Yeah.
Shout out all the West Siders.
They had a cold salad there that you always liked.
Dude, the chicken salad?
Chicken salad, yeah.
Oh,
it was
dude.
Great.
But no, she'd always send me there to get the fillets. And so in my brain, it always just correlated it with it's an old grandma steak. And
Granny had taste.
Oh, bro, it took me until my early 30s before I realized that was a great steak. I was like, oh my God, this is the best one.
Listen to this, dude. So at this restaurant, we got this thing called lobster bones. Okay? And it was phenomenal. What happened?
What do you mean?
You touched your chair right there. I thought you were telling me something was wrong.
No, I was just ticking.
Okay. All right. Nice
dude, tell me about lobster bones.
All right. So they had this appetizer called lobster bones. Crazy. We see it. We're like, what? It was, and because we asked what's your recommendation? And this particular friend that we like to go, he's always the kind of guy that likes to order. If it's at a restaurant that he's been to, we just go and we'll let him order because he knows what to get.
Right.
And none of us had been here, so we're asking her, we're like, well, give us your recommendation. She was like, sounds crazy, but lobster bones. And I was like, yeah, that's never something we would have ordered. Listen to this. So it was beef femurs, right? So the big part of the bone, right? Broiled, right? So
it was like a bone
marrow. Yeah. So they cut it in half, and it's I don't know if you've ever had bone marrow, but it is I don't like it by itself because it's, once again, all very fat, just oil, right? So good, bro. So it was lobster, cold lobster, and I'm telling you, saying this, it sounds like it would not be good. It was fire, probably the best thing we had all night. But they give you lobster. It's called lobster bones, but it is, what's the Italian bread thing where it's a piece of mozzarella, a piece of tomato on a little piece of toast,
like the bruschetta?
Yeah, bruschetta. Okay, imagine that. Okay, but a piece of lobster meat, the little toast, right, that's really crunchy, and this little greens and a little chunk of tomato, but then this hot bone that has been broiled, so the marrow comes out, and it comes out and it looks like almost gelatinous, but when you spread it on the bread, it just melts in.
I mean, that sounds nice.
Dog, that shit was fire. And it is looking at it, you're like, I don't see it. listening about, like hearing about it, just to me, it did not sound good. Bro, that shit was so delicious. It was fire. It was so good.
What was the name of the place, the restaurant? I might have to look up their menu later. That sounds fantastic.
It was called... It's called Stock Hill.
Stock Hill. Okay, that's good to know.
But Stock Hill in Kansas City. Shout out. Dude, phenomenal. Very, very, very upscale. Very fancy. Straight fuegi.
No, I'm starving. I'm
send it to you.
Please.
If you get it. But yeah, very good. And we had some gnocchi, bomb. Had a
so my whiskey tango ass is always about that breakfast at the hotels. Was it? Did you ever make it to it or?
This is a different hotel, different kind of hotel.
They don't no breakfast, no continentals, no. Bro, I used to go.
No, this is a little bit
to the Holiday Inn,
upscaled.
So they were doing like avocado toast type shit.
No, they have a restaurant and they have a bar, and the restaurant is a 5-star restaurant. Like we just. For breakfast, I'm not going to get up and have to dress up to go to breakfast. I'm like that.
No.
That restaurant's bar and hotel, or that hotel's bar and restaurant had a dress code.
Dude, I haven't been a breakfast person. Like,
well, we went to the Big Biscuit for breakfast.
That place is good.
Fire.
Yeah, the place is good.
No dress code.
No, hell no. No,
you ever had the sticky biscuit?
Yeah, dude, straight. Well, there's so the what's it called, the bonut or there's a donut biscuit.
Yes,
and the sticky biscuit.
They have you can get one of each, like a regular biscuit.
That's what I get every time.
A sticky biscuit and the donut biscuit. And we didn't get that. We said afterwards. We said we should have, but yeah,
it's good.
That sticky biscuit, Jesus, it's so good, bro.
No, they have
so good. So terrible for you, but good.
It's like a biscuit and French toast, like mixed together.
Okay.
I forget what they call it.
I try it,
bro. It's.
I don't know how many different ways you can make a biscuit good, but these mothers have found a way.
They figured it out.
They have the recipe for the biscuit.
No, dude.
They got the biscuit on lock.
They closed Black Bear Diner in Owasso. So here's the thing. That place
went downhill.
It was one of those places that, especially the one in Owasso, I don't know why it would, like the one in Tulsa, I never had a bad experience at, but the one in Owasso was like a real hit and miss.
Yes.
But the one thing that I would get every time, like their sausage patties,
they had a good breakfast. Their lunch sucked to me.
I don't even think I
their lunch dinner. Like I went there and got a chicken fried steak one day, dude. It was not edible. It was the worst flavor. It was like it tasted like dirty grease. Like you bit into it, and I was like, I spit it out on my plate. And I was like, what, guys? This is not edible. I'm not making this up. It was horrible. And that queered me from ever going there again. Like I was just like, nope, no, thank you. And only every time I went there post that experience was a breakfast.
No, I think the Brook is pretty much owns the day on chicken fried steaks.
Yeah,
like the Brook's chicken fried steak. That
fire.
And the silver skillet.
I haven't had silver skillets, but I'm telling you,
that's one of our spots.
Chicken fried steak is yeah. And I'll tell you who else has a great chicken fried steak is Brother Shooligan.
Nah, they're chicken liver. I mean, their chicken fried steak. Anything that you put gravy on there is bomb, dude. They're green beans, cottage cheese, and chicken livers. That's what I don't like the
cottage cheese, but I love they have the sour kind of cottage cheese.
Yeah.
I don't like it,
dude. Two of my stepkids. I guess it's something.
Talking about food.
I know. I'm getting hungry.
I'm starving.
No, two of my stepkids. They it's something that they learned from their dad that they do in his family. Is they put honey in their cottage cheese.
I don't know about that.
I've never tried it. I would try it. Yeah. I just never have. But it's just such a separation in my, because I'm like a pepper. In my cottage cheese guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a savory cottage cheese kind of guy.
I want some club crackers, a little bit of pepper, and I
like it with fruit. Like I've had it with pineapple and peaches and all that, and it's okay. I don't mind it. It's not my favorite way to eat it, but I will. I tell you what I really like is a little bit of salt and pepper and like chunks of tomato, like a fresh tomato. You cut up a tomato and eat that with it. Fire.
Yeah.
All right, no more food talk.
Pivot. So.
You got anything to add about the industry? Man, I'm not gonna lie, brother. This is probably not too much left in this episode. We don't have a lot to talk about this
No.
this episode. Anything new in the industry that we need to know about?
A friend of the show, the farmer servant, Robert Brooks.
Okay.
He's gotten himself into some shit this week.
I've heard.
I
haven't watched any of it yet.
Burkeen. So, well, and he actually, Congressman Josh Burkeen, he did put a response out.
Oh.
And as of like early this morning, he hadn't yet. But this is, and that's when you know, like, shit's weird. Like in our world, like this is getting like shared around more than anything. But, so the story goes, Robert Brooks has been trying to get in touch with Congressman Burkeen for, like, per him, like, several weeks now.
Data center stuff, right?
Right. So
is that what it is, or corruption?
Like he put out like a sheet saying basically he's connected to 30 plus different data centers that have either been built or under construction or planned for in District 2, I believe. He's the congressman for. And so he said that he went on Google and he found this company. It's like Rawhide Trucking or Rawhide something. And it was like a open to the public business with like business hours. And he found the address. He drove out to Colgate, Oklahoma. So the video that's making its rounds, and as of last time I looked, is the only real like true video I've seen on it, is the video starts with an elderly woman standing across from him, and you can tell they're right off the highway, but they're at a property like a dirt road property entrance, and there's an older lady. She's standing. She's in a green shirt. She's standing talking to this guy that's just driving this truck. And then Robert is recording, walks up kind of like a little closer than, probably oughta. And it walks up, and then she turns around and you mumbles something, and then just starts telling him to get off her property and starts picking up rocks and launching them at him. And it's one of those things, man, like no matter how you shake this, it's not a great, great optic. Yeah. Well, and in the video, he knows his shit. So he was screaming like, "Don't assault me! Don't assault me!" And he never does nothing to her. The video cuts off. So
is this Josh? And I don't think it's Josh Burkeen. It's Burkeen.
So the pronunciation on Google is like Burkeen.
So is he in Congress or is he running for Congress?
No, he's in Congress.
Are you sure?
Positive. So he's been.
Oh, this is 2022.
Yeah, no, he was a senator before that, and then he was a senator for like dang near a decade, and then he's been in Congress since I think 23, maybe 24. And then he owned a trucking company. I actually went to the congressman, like the actual like government page. He said like he comes from a 4th generation family of ranchers. Kind of like the crowd that where I guess Robert Brooks is representing as the farmer servant type. Well, Robert says that. Because he's getting a lot of shit, like there's a lot of people that are saying great job, blah blah blah. There's a lot more people that I've seen that are like you shouldn't have been on our property, which I don't know the technicalities. I've seen a lot of people say where the property line technically starts off a highway in those situations. But Robert came out and made a video last night, or maybe early today, but. He came out and said that the address, he looked him up, found this company. It was open to the public business. He drove down this dirt road, is out in Colgate. The gentleman, or there was somebody working. He said there was like it was almost like a trucking company, but he said that he went there looking for the congressman, and somebody there, because he wasn't there obviously, somebody there called him and got the congressman on the phone. And he basically said, hey, man, go to my office, in so-and-so town, fill out a request, to talk to me. And which he's like, I've done that several times, whatever. But he's like, at that point, we decided to leave. And he says that he's leaving, doesn't have any issues. And he drives about a mile down the road and then pulls over somewhere else and stops for a second because the guy that the lady was talking to in the truck was his driver. He said that was his truck, his driver. And that's when he says this lady pulls up flying down this dirt road and gets out and all this happens. The congressman put out a pretty lengthy statement. I sent it to our production on it, but he basically answers, I think, 3 separate questions that Robert Brooks has been asking. He answers those questions, but he also says, that especially in the world we're living in, you should never get somebody's family involved. This is basically you crossed a line, and he's not going to have it. And he's also like, this is the only thing I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to feed into it. He's like, I feel like after a quick search, a lot of these antics are more for clickbait and attention.
I just read a little bit of it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things.
Robert already responded to it, by the way, too.
I hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, in the comments.
Well, and I would imagine, because when you read the responses to, I guess, like the 3 main things Robert's been calling into question, because in all fairness, like the data centers, I mean, that is just like in cannabis right now on the DEA side, it's a big unknown, dude.
A lot.
We talked about it with him on the podcast here. I don't know enough about it to have a true opinion. I'm like, but common sense tells me if that's something that's coming to Oklahoma to kind of help, the entire country out, I feel like that's the point of that's going to make a lot of money for somebody.
Yeah, I think the thing behind it is there's not a way, from what I understand, the big bitch with data centers is the people in that area pay for
energy,
everything it takes energy-wise to get that data center up and going.
Right.
My response is it's very easy then. Find a way to not pass a single cent of energy cost onto cut people in that area. And if you can do that, then I doubt anybody will bitch about the data centers anymore. Well, if that's truly the only bitch. Now, if it's just the fact that they're an eyesore, okay, well, I get it. But if that's the case,
about taking away jobs, it's going to take a ton of people's jobs away, is what they're saying.
Brother, we're not going to avoid that.
That's what I'm like.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm for it. I'm just saying I struggle with the whole taking away jobs thing, because my response to that has always been somebody has to maintain those things. Somebody, like, if something is replaced by AI, somebody has to maintain. Now, granted, it could still lower the job count, right? But like people always talked about putting in self-checkouts at Walmart and taking away jobs. Yes, I agree to an extent. But also, somebody has to maintain those things. Somebody has to work on them. Somebody has to, monitor it. There's maybe it does lower the overall job count. Maybe.
Well, currently.
Yeah.
This is what I think you're kind of saying. Like in New York City, 100 years ago, there was a whole industry built around shoveling horse shit out of the roads because we were all using horses, right? Guess what? A lot of those guys lost their jobs when the old car was invented. Figured it out. Yeah. Things are ever changing, and right now we can't see it because we're stuck in how things are today. But if AI actually does save it to where a lot of people don't have to physically do something and be somewhere, that opens the door for a lot of other things.
Yeah, I agree.
And I've heard the argument from people way smarter than I'm ever going to be. If this is done right, there's not a reason it shouldn't be great for all of us.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm not in the weeds on it, but you can't stop change. It's common.
Yeah.
So it would behoove of you to try
adapt.
to adapt. Right.
Adapt, improvise, overcome.
I think that's a great message for the week.
I think it is. Hey, folks, y'all should adapt, improvise, and then overcome any objection that's in any obstacle that's in your way, and objections too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have anything else.
I'm cool. Gucci.
We are the Controlled Burn because my name's Brandon Fountain.
And I am Shane Davis.
And we'd really like to see you this time next week. Goodbye.
We're out.
Peace.